Hi first graders, today we're doing lesson 6.5 and today we're focusing on collecting data. So if you're an in-class student right now with a substitute and you're watching this video, you need to vote on what your favorite color is. So think right now in your head, are you going to vote for red, blue, or green? Okay, and then you can raise your hand when they call the color, and we're going to collect data on our math board. So you're going to need to make sure you have your math board. For each person that votes, we're going to put the number right here. So however many red, however many blue, and however many green. And you could also think about it with stair steps. So for example, let's say that there were, this is the red column. I would label on the outside with an R. Oops. To show that this is the color red, and then I'd count them up, which you would have already done. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I put the number out here, 5. So it's nice and easy for us to compare. If you're not going to use the stair steps because some of us don't have them, you can also fill this in. Let me just get rid of this with circles. So it would look like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you do the same thing for blue and green depending on how many people voted for each one. If you're an at-home student, a virtual student, you might want to ask a few people in your house what their favorite colors are so that you can collect some data too. And you could choose different colors if you want. It could be purple, yellow, whatever you want. And collect that data. See if you can get quite a few people to answer that for you so that you can have a little bit more data. Okay, then I want you to talk about how many votes each one got, how many people like red the best, how many people chose blue as their favorite color, which color do most people like, which color do fewest people like. And then we want to get into comparing a little bit and asking some questions such as how many more people like blue than green, or how many fewer people like red than green. Okay, some different questions like that. So this is kind of up to you to discuss, and you're going to need your homework helper for this. All right, and then once you get done talking about those type of comparison questions, one more thing I want you to try is look at your data and see if you can equalize it, which means see if you can add some to the red to make it equal the green, or take some away. It all depends on your data. All right, oh, here's the question, silly me. So if you want to pause here and talk about these questions, that would be perfect. How many people voted all together? Oh, that's a good one. You have to add. Okay, so now we're going to go to our workbook page, which is workbook page 257. I can see that they have some data here about our favorite vegetables. Please put your name on the top. So number 1 says, which vegetable do the fewest people like? And remember, when we're comparing more than 2 groups, we use most and fewest. So let's see. We can kind of tell by our stair steps, right? Which one has the least amount? Beans. Yep, so you write beans on the line. Number 2 says, how many more people like carrots than corn? Okay, so here we have same, 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 same. Here's the difference. And we can count those 1, 2. That goes in the oval. And that's our answer. How many more people like carrots than corn? 2. Last question, how many people voted all together? Okay, so we have to count up all of the people, and each one of these little dots counts as a person's vote. So you could even count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Put that out here. And we know this is 7, 8, 9. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so your equation would be 7 plus 9 plus 4, and that will give you your answer. I'm going to put that off to the side here. You don't have to write it. I just want you to know how to get the answer. And see if you can come up with that. Okay, I don't see anything that makes a 10, so you can start with your biggest number, count on, hold that number in your hand, and then go up 4 more. Okay, now we're moving on to our favorite animal. Which animal do the most people like? Do they like the parrot, the tiger, or the monkey the most? Did you say tiger? That's right. Put it on the blank. Number 5 says how many fewer people like monkeys than tigers. So we have to compare monkeys with tigers. So let's compare our data. We're going to show that these are all the same. And here's the difference right here. So how many fewer people like monkeys than tigers? 1, 2, 3. 3 fewer people. Okay, and we used fewer. Oops, I wrote that in the wrong spot. 3 fewer. We used fewer because we're only comparing 2 groups. And last question, how many people like parrots the best? Go up, check your data, count it out, and put it on the line. Okay, so this is another activity that you can do. Right now we can't necessarily be in groups because we can't be all close together and everything, but if you do have your stair steps, you can arrange them from longest to shortest, and then you're going to pick some, and then your partner, your homework helper, is going to pick some and say, I have blank dots, and you have to compare and decide if that's more or fewer than their amount. And then you also want to try and see how many dots you need to make that other number that your partner has. So for example, if I pick 5 and Mrs. Schweitzer picks 6, I would say I have 5 dots. That is 1 more than 6. So that I have more than Mrs. Schweitzer. I would say I need 1 more dot, or she needs 1 more dot to have as many as I do. Or I have to take away 1 dot to have as many as Mrs. Schweitzer. We have how many altogether? We would do 6 plus 5, and that is 11. Okay? All right, let's go to your workbook page. This is kind of similar to that activity. So this is 258, just on the back side of the one that we were just working on. I can see here that we have Maria, John, and Ling. And we have to look at this data and answer the question that it asks. So Maria has 9 dots. How many fewer dots does Ling have than Maria? So right now we're not even thinking about John. Don't even look at his. We're talking about Maria and Ling. We're going to compare them and see how many fewer dots does Ling have. So I'm going to draw lines to do same, 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 different, big oval this time, big difference. And then we're going to count Maria's dots that don't match up with Ling's. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the difference. It would go in the oval. 6 dots would be your answer. Okay, that was comparing Maria and Ling. Let's go to the next one. Now we're talking about John and Ling. Okay, I'm going to clear this off just for the purpose of you being able to see it. So John has 5 dots. How many dots does he need to take away to have the same number as Ling? So let's compare John and Ling. These are the same. These are the same. These are the same. Okay, here's the difference. Right here, how many? 1, 2. So John has to take away 2, right? He could chop those off right here. And then he would have the same. So he has to take off 2 dots. Good. All right. Last one that we're going to do together is number 9. And John has 5 dots. How many dots does John need to add to have the same, to have as many as Maria? So now we're talking about John and Maria. So I'm going to get rid of this for a second so you guys can see it nice and clearly. Okay, let's compare John and Maria. And the difference, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. 4. Okay, that's the difference between Maria and John. She's got 4 more. So John has 5. How many dots does John have to add to get as many as Maria? Well, he's got to fill in each one of these spots. So our difference is already going to tell us, and that is 4. Okay, for number 10, it says Tio has 5 more dots than Ling. Draw to show Tio's dots. So up here, you're going to make another spot for Tio, and he's going to have 5 more than Ling. So if Tio has 5 more, we would have to put on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dots, okay, to show that he's got 5 more. And you have this box down here, so if you want to do it down here, you can do it down here. If you want to do it up here, you can do it up here. I'm just going to put a T for Tio. Okay, and you don't have to do this. All right, thank you very much, friends. Talk to you tomorrow.